Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing extremely well. Now today I want to do something a little bit different. I've kind of realised that over the past few months I've been a little bit silent on kind of the stuff that's been happening on the channel and stuff that's happening in my life. Some stuff that I want to do for the channel, that kind of stuff. So I just want to kind of fill you guys in on what's been happening and what plans I have for the channel for the future. Now, of course, there was a video that I posted a while back saying that I wanted to kind of bring things down a little bit and not be so stressed when it came to making videos and making content. And if I had to skip a week here and there, then it was going to be fine. I wasn't going to put too much pressure on myself to continuously put content out. But I feel like the channel's slowing down a little bit and I don't like that. So I want to really kind of trying to reignite the fire a little bit more and start pushing forward a little bit more. So there's lots of different things that I have in mind that I want to bring to the table, but it's going to take some planning, it's going to take some time, and to be perfectly honest, planning is one of the things that I really suck at. So it's going to take some time. I have some help. People are lending me their help and I'm really appreciative of that. So we'll kind of see how things go over the coming months. But like I say, I just want to start getting things out a little bit more regular, but higher quality content too. You know, I think sometimes, and I did say this in the previous video, that things got a little stagnant, things got a little bit slow, and I felt like I was just kind of going week to week and just, what can I put out, what can I put out? You know, it wasn't planned out, it wasn't very well organized. So I want to start organizing things better. But first I want to kick this off with something that's not drumming or music related. It's actually gaming related. It's my other two channels that I either run or I'm a part of. And the first one is That British Dude, and if anyone doesn't know, during lockdown I started playing a lot of Minecraft and I really got into it. I actually really started enjoying it. So I found a community online and I posted out saying I'm looking to join a server. And they accepted, they brought me on. I thoroughly enjoyed it. You know, playing with people from around the world was fantastic. And there was a few people on that server that when that server broke down, we then transferred to a new server that I ended up running. I actually ended up hosting it, and that's the one that we're playing on at the moment. So if you're into Minecraft and you want to kind of just do something different than my usual drumming and things, just head over to That British Dude, and I'll leave a link in the description so you'll be able to find it dead easy. The server that we're actually playing on is called the Kinship SMP, and it's been doing really well so far. We've got a few people on the server that are creating content, and in fact I think there's more coming out soon. There's a few people on there that were quite hesitant about doing videos, and I think them seeing my videos, Jen's videos, Vic's, and Mulshi's has started getting into it as well now, so it's given them a bit more of a spur on to kind of try something like that, which is really nice to see. I am actually running also a hardcore world on that channel as well, and I haven't touched it in a little while, so I need to go back to that, but I'm really proud of the build that I'm doing on there so far. It looks absolutely fantastic. The second one is MVX Nerding, and this is like the family gaming channel. So we are doing Minecraft videos on there. I think Jen mostly uploads the Minecraft stuff to there. We've done some stuff on Cobblemon. If you're not familiar with Cobblemon, it's basically Pokemon in Minecraft, and it's brilliant. And I think Jen has got some plans to do with that in the future, so you're going to have to stick around for that. It's a really, really good series, and I really, really like playing that game. But we also upload other types of content, and most of the time it's things like Pokemon card openings, which we really enjoy doing. We've just done Surging Sparks, the latest set from Scarlet and Violet, and it's just, I don't know, like there's something about opening packs that I really started to enjoy. I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! In my younger days, and then when me and Jen got together, we realised that, you know, it was something that we both had a passion for, was TCG, trading card games, and we kind of reignited that, which was really nice, someone to bond over. She was into Pokemon, I was into Yu-Gi-Oh! And we started up the channel, and I was doing some of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff on there. But I've kind of fallen out with Yu-Gi-Oh! Unfortunately, so I've gone over to Pokemon now, and we're opening a lot of Pokemon cards, and it's just so much fun. We're really enjoying that. So if you guys want to kind of follow us on that journey of opening up packs, discovering these amazing cards that have got some fantastic artwork, then just head over to MVX Nerding and subscribe, like, all that kind of stuff. It's really, really good channel. Now, moving on to drumming or music related stuff, the first thing I want to mention is that I've actually been quite busy with some of my session work recently, which has been so nice, because when I started doing that, I was worried that putting myself out there for the world to kind of critique my drumming in a much more of a studio and clinical fashion, I was worried that, you know, it wasn't going to be accepted, that people weren't going to like my work. And I've worked with a few people now from all over the world, people from Canada, there's a guy from Sweden, There's some people from Texas that I've worked with recently, and yeah, everyone seems really happy with what I'm doing and how I approach the drums and how I approach their music. So that's been really good. I've had some fantastic feedback, and I really do appreciate that. But in terms of like the latest thing that I'm doing, I'm actually still working with a band called Never Untold, which I think they're going back to the original name of Winter in Eden, who I've worked with before. Back in 2016, we went over to Holland together to play a show. We were actually on the same bill, not the same stage necessarily, but the same kind of festival as Arch Enemy, which was fantastic because we got to see them. We actually had a dressing room just a few doors down from theirs, and their security's pretty beefy. But anyway, they've asked me to play on some of their upcoming stuff, one of which has been released. If you want to go and check out Silence, I'll leave a link to that in the description. It's a fantastic song. I really do love their songwriting, their style. Vicky's vocals, you've got Steve on keys, who's just got a wonderful orchestration and production. He's just really good at what he does. But like I say, I've got some other things in the pipeline with those guys at the moment, and I just really can't wait for you guys to hear it. But another band that I'm actually working with at the moment is called the M24s. This is two guys called Baz and Carl. They're super nice guys, really talented, and I really love working with those guys. It's always a laugh. And that essentially just started out because a mutual friend of ours tagged me in a post that they were looking for a drummer to go up to a recording studio in Burnley called Suff Studio. Matt Heap, who's the engineer there, the owner, he's a fantastic guy, fantastic engineer. I just happened to message back and say, yeah, I'm available for it. This was obviously years ago. And from then, they've actually asked me to play on quite a few of their songs. And more recently, we got into the rehearsal room together, and they're looking to actually do some shows. It's been a bit of slow progress, you know. There's a lot to learn, a lot of things to iron out and stuff like that. So we want to make sure that everything is absolutely crystal before we actually go out and start gigging this stuff. But once we do, I'll let you guys know. And if you're in the area, definitely come down and see us at a show. But then, of course, you've got my other two main bands, which is Beyond Salvation, the originals thrash band, and then you've also got New Rocks, which is the covers band. They kind of tribute to the 2000s nu metal. So we do covers of things like Linkin Park, System of a Down, Fountains of Wayne. There's Wheatus. There's quite a plethora of different bands that we are covering at the moment, and there's always new stuff being added. Like just recently we did 30 Seconds to Mars to Kill, and that is not an easy song to sing, and Adam does a fantastic job of it. I've never heard anyone sing like he does. We've also added in some newer, heavier stuff, so things like End of Heartache by Killswitch Engage. We're also in the process of learning, I think it was Before I Forget, from Slipknot. So if you're into all the nostalgic nu metal, alternative, pop punk, emo, all that kind of stuff, then New Rocks is going to be definitely for you. You should definitely go and check us out. Links to all this will of course be in the description below. In terms of the Beyond Salvation camp, there's quite a few things that we've got on the go at the moment, and we have finished tracking for the album. It's going to be in the mixing stages very shortly, and then hopefully next year we'll be looking to release that. But we actually have a gig coming up tomorrow. I'm filming this on the same day that it's going out, so it will be tomorrow that we actually have this gig. It's Thrashchester in Manchester, and yeah, it's going to be a fantastic day, just full of really heavy metal bands. It's going to be brilliant, and I can't wait to see you there. Next on the agenda is the UK Drum Show. This was on at the end of September, and it's usually over 2 days, the Saturday and the Sunday, but me and Jen went down on the Saturday because we wanted to go to the TCG convention that was there just next door. It was just quite fortuitous that it was on the same weekend kind of thing. So we went down there and we were looking at all the Pokemon stuff, and then on the Sunday we went over to the next building, which was the UK Drum Show. And we just had a fantastic time there. I got to see a lot of my old friends, people that I don't usually get to see until the UK Drum Show comes around. And I didn't go last year. I can't remember the exact reason for that. I was either busy with other things, but you know, for whatever reason I wasn't there. And I thought, you know, I really want to go this time. And I actually got to meet the new operator, if you like, of Amedia Cymbals and Balbex sticks in this country, Kev from Sweet Deal Drums. I couldn't believe I've never actually met the guy before this, you know, and I was a little bit sort of, you know, like, is he going to like me or anything like that? And he's just a super nice guy. Honestly, the guy was brilliant, absolutely fantastic to meet, so friendly, very warm and welcoming. And I just got chatting to him on a few occasions, you know, because we did a few circles of the UK Drum Show, and then we came back, talked to him, and then go back round again. But of course, one of the main reasons why I was there was to check out other companies and see what other people are offering. And it was really nice to come across some of these companies that I've either never heard of before, or I have heard of them and they're now offering new products. because in the drumming world, it's quite rare that people are able to come out with something new. Everything's pretty much been done before. So when someone comes out with something innovative and a bit new, it's very exciting and I want to be a part of it. So with that in mind, I ended up buying a few different things with a view to doing product reviews. And I was really hoping to get around to have done a few already, but again, my schedule's just been absolutely all over the place recently. So that's something I want to try and get done before the end of the year, is at least a couple of those product reviews. And the companies that I've bought these products off to do these reviews are Tekra Drumsticks, Pack Brack, Code Drum Heads, and Hive Drums lug locks. Now typically when I buy products for reviews, it's not necessarily because I have an issue myself that I'm trying to get fixed. It's just I'll buy these products because I think they could be interesting for you guys. But in terms of the Hive Drums lug locks, this was actually down to a necessity. It's something that I've actually been dealing with for a little while. And you'll notice this snare that I've got here, VK brass snare of mine, it's got single flanged hoops, which means it has claws on the top. And unfortunately, the tuna fish lug locks that I normally use don't fit on the top. So I was trying to figure out a way of keeping the tune in, because unfortunately it does detune itself. Because I do rim shots and the vibrations and everything just loosen off the tension rods. I was wanting something that I can put on there that's going to stop it from detuning. And I just happened to get talking to a guy on one of the stalls, again, Hive Drums, and he says, "Oh, have you seen these?" And they're just hang on there. They're essentially this. So obviously when it comes to doing the actual review, I will do close-up shots so you can really see what they look like. But essentially what they do is screw onto the tension rod in between the lug and the claw. They'll then tighten down onto the lug itself, and that creates enough friction, enough tension for the tension rod to stay put. Of course, this is all in theory. They said that they've tested this stuff and they said it works, so I will be the judge of that. The Tekra drumsticks were something that I wasn't aware of. I'd never really heard of them before, but I realised then that Ray Hearn, who's one of my drumming heroes, who I met by the way, he did a clinic at like 10 AM on the Sunday morning, and I actually got to meet him later on. That was fantastic. I'll play you a clip, a very short clip, obviously, of him playing Nil by Mouth, which is one of the sickest songs to play on drums. I mean, I can't even follow what he's doing. I've got his books, I bought his books, and I just still can't follow what he's doing. So I'll just play a little clip for you now. The man is insane, is a monster when it comes to that kit. His independence is incredible, and yeah, I'm never going to be able to play any Hagen songs, so that's one to definitely scratch off my list. But looking a little bit further ahead towards the end of this year, it means then there's going to be a Christmas special, and I've started coming up with a few ideas, nothing solid just yet, and it's something that I want to start planning out. Like I said earlier on in the video, I want to start being a little bit more organised, and one of the things I want to do is start writing down ideas and then planning out each of those ideas and see which one is going to be easier to pull off, to formulate, and actually make into a cohesive video. That being said, I have got both fingers crossed that I won't get distracted, that I won't get soaked up with a ton of other stuff, and that it kind of gets sidelined and I end up having to rush something like I've done in previous years. Unfortunately, that's just part and parcel of the way I work sometimes. I don't know if it's like an ADHD thing or what, but basically I leave everything to the last minute. And I got really lucky one year, actually. I managed to come up with an idea, and some of my friends just banded together and we managed to pull it off in almost no time at all. And that was the metal cover that we did of Shakin' Stevens' Merry Christmas Everyone. That was incredibly fun to do. And actually, in fact, it was done in this room, just the one behind me here, and we had so much fun doing that. It was like, I think we ended up doing like 18 takes, but the actual take that you saw was one full take. There wasn't chopped up or anything like that. And yeah, I'm so grateful that everybody managed to learn the song the way that we wanted to do it. And yeah, I mean, we only kept messing up because it was like one little thing or something, and I messed up quite a few times on the drums, again, just going into the wrong section. So yeah, again, thank you guys for your patience and stuff. So that was a really great memory. But as I say, other covers were a lot last minute, and it's a case of getting in there on the day and kind of going, what am I doing? Okay, I could do this. Can I play the song? Okay, I can just about play that song. what the decorations are going. Right, Sainsbury's is down the road. Let's go and get some decorations. Let's decorate the room, and it's all done within like 6 hours. And then I've got to edit it and then put it out. You know, and it's such a rush about, and it can be very stressful, unfortunately. And I do tend to not rely necessarily, but there's a lot of people that end up bailing me out with stuff like this, and I want to try and avoid that this year. Now, at the start of this video, I mentioned about wanting to try and give you guys something a little bit bigger and better with better production and be able to engage with you guys a little bit more. Now, the biggest idea that I've come up with this, and it's something that I've been wanting to do for years, but I've never either had the knowledge on how to do it, the equipment to do it, or the bottle to do it. Basically the nerves. I get so nervous with the idea of doing this, it's just never come off. I've never really pursued it much, but I'm making steps now to actually go ahead and do it, and that is live streaming. There's lots of drummers that do live streaming. You know, 66 Samus, he does it. There's another guy on Instagram that I see a lot called is it I Am Seth Drums, and he's just hilarious. He's brilliant. Honestly, if you haven't checked out that guy, he's brilliant, and I absolutely love watching his stuff. One of my favorites of his is actually the AI writing a hit country song. That is so funny. Some of it's a little bit naughty, so it's a little bit not safe for work at times, so please just be careful with certain things that you end up watching on that. But yes, in the very near future, I would love to be able to do some live streaming from this drum kit, this setup here. So if anybody out there has some tips on how to go about this, how to just do it a bit more effectively and efficiently as well, because I've noticed that a lot of people have big screens behind the camera and stuff, and they're constantly glancing off at these things instead of looking at the camera, and I feel like there's a particular reason for that. You know, they're looking at particular bits of information or camera angles or, you know, chats and things like that. So I want to be able to do that as well and actually be able to engage with you guys properly, but at the same time I'm not going to be able to afford buying massive screens. So if you guys have any solutions, please do let me know. And then it's into 2025 and beyond, really. I think there's a lot of plans, a lot of things that I have up here that I want to do, but I don't know if they're going to come off. I do have some other things, again, already in the wings, already stuff that's in the works that I'm working on at the moment, that I'm trying to get out there and to see the light of day. Hopefully that will come off. But overall, I just want to be making more videos for you guys, better videos. I want to try and keep you guys in the loop a little bit more. I want to try and create a bit more of a community. I mean, I just feel like I post stuff up on a weekly or a 2 weekly basis or something like that, and I just don't feel like I am giving you guys enough for it to become a community, and I want to change that. I want to become a community with you guys and engage with you guys so much more, because every time I get a comment on one of my videos, I do try and respond to every single one. It's not always easy, and it's not always doable for me because of, again, just scheduling and everything, but I do try and read every single comment and respond to as many as I possibly can. But yes, I do absolutely love engaging with you guys and replying to those comments and helping people out. You know, people ask me questions about the video that I've posted, and they'll ask a question of something that I've actually not covered in there. I've forgotten to cover something in there. So it allows me then to answer those questions directly and give you guys the feedback and the knowledge that you are wanting, which is just brilliant. And that's what I want to. That was the essence of this channel in the first place. That's what I wanted to do. So I kind of feel like I've lost sight of that, and I want to bring that back. I really want to start engaging with you guys more and provide you with the content and the knowledge and the value that you want. So in order for me to do that, I really need to know what you guys want. So please leave a comment below, even if it's just one to just say hi, or if you have an idea for a video, something, you know, a burning question, wherever it might be, please leave it in the comment sections below, and I'll do my utmost to either reply to you directly, or I'll do an entire video on that subject matter. But alas, I've been rambling on for quite some time now, so I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. I really do hope that you guys have enjoyed it, and I look forward to creating more and better content for you guys in the future. Thank you once again, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.